Next section. This is the gradient technique. Now I can use any color that I want to on this. So I need to use the gradient and warm gray technique. Gradient, warm gray. In the ellipse on the left, which is here, use any color opposite the light source and create a color value scale showing transition. So how do I know where the light source is? Well, I can tell where the light source is by where the cast shadow is. So that means the light source is coming from this side. I want to do the same thing I did when I did the sphere in the value exercise and create a zero value with light pressure. I'm creating that zero value right in there. Light pressure, creating that elliptical space, and then I'm going to work my way out. Now this is all light pressure. As I work my way down towards the darkest area here, I'm going to slowly increase pressure. Again, this is a lot to do with how you control the pencil in applying values in color. So as I work my way out, I'm going to slowly increase pressure, what I have from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then by the time I get down here, I want to use the intense version of that color. So I'm opposite the light source here, so it's going to be darkest. And then I can decrease pressure on my way out to blend it together. So if I just do this to here, that's not enough of a gradation. All right, that's not enough of a gradation because it jumps too quickly from this color to that color. So I really have to control what I'm doing in here and increase pressure down here so it's solid and intense, following the contour of the form, and then I'm going to increase pressure up against that and then decrease pressure as I work my way out. To create a smooth transition in that color value. Sometimes using the colored pencil this way with small circles while I'm following the contour will give me a smoother blend. Since the color stick inside the wood is smooth and soft, it'll create a nice blend. You can see how I'm slowly building from the darker version into the lighter version. And I got to go all the way up against the edge here with that 0 value transitioning into the 1 value, and then the 2, 3, 4. And in the cast shadow area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the black and put the cast shadow in with a little bit of black gradation as I work my way off of the form and just transition that black gradient to get a little bit lighter out there. It's always going to be darkest directly under the form. Okay? Now, the warm gray technique says apply a little black in the ellipse on the right. Apply a little black lightly at the bottom of the shape, opposite the light source. Now, in this case, the light source is coming from the top left. So the warm gray technique is exactly that. I'm putting light pressure with the black on the form first. I can't put the color down yet. I have to follow the form as well. And I'm putting a slight gradation of that black transitioning out. Now when I go over it and blend, I need to do the same thing I did on this side by creating the 0 value first based on the highlight. All right, so the 0 value has to be elliptical based on the shape of the form. And then I'll work my way out from the 0 value into the 1 value, 2, 3, 4, and when I get to this, I'm overlapping and burnishing, pressing hard with the overlap colored pencil, creating that shade of green, and blending the two together. And now I need to increase pressure with the green up against the edge to create that transition of green from a shaded version of green, and you can see the colored pencils are blending really well and smoothly transitioning from that darker shade of green. And I will continue to lessen pressure as I work my way toward the light source. I can reapply the cast shadow at the bottom. Now, the last section. This should be a little bit more fun.